Alright, I am back for another episode tonight, if we can call it that. This one ought to be number 14, I think. Let's find out real quick. Yes, this is video 14 for the YouTubers out there. Okay, so last night I did something a little different. I did Twitch streaming instead of streaming this normal series, or I didn't even say what it was. I got caught up in my thoughts. So last night I was streaming a little bit of a playthrough with The Witcher, The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt, or I think that's what it's called. I don't remember. And I learned something. I learned don't accidentally make your character Geralt do a quest with a woman, a quest chain with a woman character, because what ends up happening is that inevitably, I think usually there's sex at the end of it, and it could potentially get you banned from Twitch. So that's my helpful tip of the night, to not do that. I'm also changing this up a bit. I looked at my last video and I saw that it's kind of hard to see the editor, so I kind of reduced it, I think, to make it look a little bit bigger. So if you guys can't see it, make sure to, or if you can't see it all that well, make sure to make a note on the YouTube comments, or make a comment in the stream's chat. Okay, so last time I royally screwed up. I got into a little bit of a debugging problem where I'm trying to parse out my messages, and I kind of just went down that gigantic rabbit hole. And eventually I came out to the point where I found out that I wasn't resetting the actual state of my object, so to speak, whenever this gets called, whenever this function gets called, and because of that, I was running into interesting errors. And tonight we're going to not do that. We're going to try. Well, no, I mean we're going to continue on where I picked off with that, or left off with that. And so far we're right here. I don't know why, but my cat always tries to mess with things while I'm doing this. Get out of here. She is just not a happy camper. Okay, let me close the door. Sorry about that. Okay. So, where I left off was I reset the state, and now I'm experiencing other errors. But these are the kind of errors that I want to expect to see. So, if I go ahead and I run this, I should start seeing them down here in the output. Let's see here, and there we go. Okay, so the first error, this was generated by the actual application here, where I have this eat token function that will print out a standard error if whatever token I'm giving it is not the expected one. So right now I'm expecting token 4 from the not here, IRC token. So I'm expecting 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm expecting this one, but I got 6 instead, which was end of line. What I was really looking for was a space first. So what that means is that down here in my code, ooh, I left myself a little note. That's exciting. I love when I do that. I'll get to that in a minute. So right here, I'm kind of looking for the token space right here. So what's happening is that it's getting into this loop right here before it goes to the next. Well, this is being called first. So just to make this simpler on myself, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and break it within the loop here instead of try to wait for the condition. So if, okay, right. So I'm on my Mac on a Windows keyboard, so I have to remember all the key commands. I always seem to forget them. I think it's Alt V. No, Window V. There we go. Okay. That is not that. I did not do this right. Okay. Just undo it one more time. Okay, now it's Window key C. Right. And then now I can do if Command V and then break. So we're going to go ahead and try to break it if it's a space. So we're going to get the next token, break it if it's a space. I don't think the eat next token actually advances to the next token or not. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, at least. Let me check that real quick. I went too far. Eat. Okay, it does advance the token. So I'm going to go ahead and do one of these numbers. Okay. So I see I have the E token down below right there, but I'll just go ahead and take care of it here. IRC token space. All right, and then break. So that's going to advance it to the next character in the lexer. And then I'm just going to advance the state to the command. So I'm going to assign the prefix, which is what I'm parsing out here, which is defined by not that header file, not that one, IRC message, which is defined as simply a struct with a value and a length for the actual characters. Now, before I address this, or I'll just go ahead and address this comment that I have here. I think, so part of the problem with this is that I have to constantly loop through the tokens, eat them, get the value, assign it to this buffer thing that I have created up here that only goes up to 255 characters. The last time when I was working on this, I didn't think of right away of a possible way for me to go ahead and grab all the text in one fell swoop and then allocate the memory for that a little bit later without having to rely on a 255 character buffer, because there's always a potential to go over that. Not really. I mean, the spec, I mean, it gets kind of ridiculous, but I suppose if you have a crazy enough IP address, URL or name, then it could exceed the 255 character limit. So what I wanted to do instead is go ahead and continue on with whatever is going on right here, but instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to make note of the length it got to, and then from there I'm going to allocate, and hopefully it will be the exact size that I want it. And then I found out and remembered that since I have the lexer, I have access to the lexer right here. I remember that I have a function to grab the current line. So what I can do is I can grab that pointer to the current line and then copy the number of characters from that to n into my allocated buffer. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to do some renaming here. So then I can get rid of this copy down below here. So right now I'm allocating it here. What instead is I could just get rid of that variable altogether. So I don't even know why I tried to do a pointer to it. I'm just going to get rid of it. I don't remember why I put this to do here. Awesome. Go ahead and get rid of this comment. And then I'm just going to comment this out. And then So what's going to end up happening is we're going to get to that space. So it might be better for me to just go ahead and do this up above. So that way, no, I don't want to copy that space. So I'm just going to do this then. And then I need to remember to do a +1 on it to grab to add a null terminating character to it. And then we'll leave it like that. And then down below, we'll go ahead and I will grab that pointer. So I will do the IRC Lexer, Lexer get current line, pass in the parser, which has a pointer to the Lexer, and that should give me that line. And then instead of str copy, I'm going to do strn copy up to the prefix. No, I'll copy all the way up to, it'll copy some garbage at the end there, but hopefully we'll address that. So this is the destination, the value of it, and then we're going to go ahead and pass in the prefix length. And then at the very end of it, I'm going to explicitly set that character to null. So that way garbage doesn't accidentally get in there. Okay, so, why isn't that letting me do that? Oh, right, because prefix is a struct. And I am a moron. There we go. Okay, so hopefully this will do the trick, and then I'm going to go ahead and throw a breakpoint in here just to make sure that we don't really get garbage at the end of there, and that way this should go away now because we're no longer expecting this when a space comes in. So we'll go ahead and do that. See how far we get. Oh no, same thing. Let's do the recount. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're expecting that, but got space instead. Oh no, we didn't get space. We got EOL. Oh shit, I messed that up. I wonder why we're getting EOL. Shouldn't be getting an EOL at this point unless the buffer did something. So we look for that colon. Let's go ahead and eat it, and then it should advance the next token, I'm pretty sure. Unless this will advance it right here. Maybe I'm doing this all wrong. Maybe I need to just throw an eat in there and have that manage advancing the Lexer. What to do? I mean, I definitely want to check to make sure that, well, okay, so when I'm handling the prefix, what I ought to do is I ought to make sure that that first token, I probably don't want the prefix to be in charge of that. I mean, this is honestly like handle prefix. So what I want to do is probably do eat token, pass in the parser, and then I'm going to do the IRC token colon. Okay. Because it's going to be expecting that. But there are cases where that colon doesn't come, though, so I don't know. We could always do a check to make sure that first token is, because I think I have, let me see here, IRC token, no, IRC, was it Lexer? Oh my gosh, if I can't type, get next token, get peak next token. Ooh, I don't want to call that. Do I keep track of the current token in here, perhaps? That could be a possibility. I think I do. Current token, yeah, I do keep track of the current token because the eat will go to the next token. Try to grab it. Man, if only I were better parsing strings. I'm still new at this, but this is the best way to learn. Just to keep practicing it until you get it all into muscle memory. This might be like the third kind of parser I've ever tried to write. And of course I pick C, so that makes it more difficult. Because I know I want to eat the colon, but at the same time I know that may not necessarily be the next. That may not necessarily be the case. I mean, we know what the current token is. So we automatically want to advance. Okay, so we automatically want to advance the token, no matter what. So if we get into the token colon here, and it's not expected, we're going to go ahead and advance it, and then we're going to skip this part. Otherwise, we're going to try to eat it, and that's going to advance it. And then what I should do is I should do a while true here instead. So that way it will keep going, and it's always going to eat it because that's what we're expecting. So that should advance the token, and then until we reach a space, then it's going to until we reach a space, then it's going to eat it, and that should advance to the next one. So I need to do parser current token. To stay ahead of that. And we'll go ahead and do parser current token. And then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and move this up into my main loop here for this thing, because I don't want the handler to handle the situation of when token none comes in. I mean, I guess I could, oh, excuse me, do that. Return token none, return null. Should probably leave that alone. Maybe I want the token none to show up. I forget when that happens. I could always try to go to the definition of it. That is not the definition I wanted. That is the definition I wanted. Oops, never mind. Token none. I wonder where I'm using that at. What was it? Control Shift Command IRC token none. I want to make sure I'm actually using it. Okay, so I am using it if there's no token to give back. So let's eat it. And then hopefully that should, because that'll be the start, right? Let's make sure. So if it's none of those things, which I don't know why it would be. It's going to be an EOL or EOF. It's going to pop it. It's not going to try to get the next one because the current character is still going to be like nothing. So until the next loop of this, which I don't think is acceptable. Maybe I would want to do the, well, no. Okay, so I'm assigning the current line is null EOF. Okay, so if it's over the max, it's going to return end of line, do some resets. If the current line is null, then it's EOF until my thread pushes something into this buffer queue I have going on here. And then once that's the case, then it should set that current line to the first character, but it must not be anything too special, I guess. Because somehow, one way or another, it's getting to this point, to the token none. At least I thought it did. Maybe I was screwing something up before. I may have fixed this problem accidentally, so why don't I go ahead and comment it out. Okay. Worth a shot. Let's try it. Ugh, got 8. That's this one. So this is happening. I wonder where it's happening at. Why don't we look at the call stack? Great. I don't even get to it. Let's see here. I know what I can do. I will throw a breakpoint once it gets to here, and then I should get a call stack, and I'll know which of these E tokens it got to when it screwed up. I mean, I kind of already know based off that error message. At least I should. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I was expecting that. So again, still here, I think. I wonder why it's doing that. It shouldn't. Unless it starts off like that. Let's do that. Okay, so we get to that breakpoint. Let's see what the current token is. I have no clue. What token type is? What the hell? Well, that ain't right. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Whoops. Okay, so parser, current token. Okay, cool. So it eats that, and then it goes to here, and then immediately it's none. What? Why is it none? After the colon? That makes no sense. What are we looking at, actually? That'd be nice to know. Okay, so that's the value of the token that we get. We're in the right state. What line are we on? Is it really not reading that C? Does it really think that C is token none? Because the next token after that, let's go ahead and we'll advance it. Oh, and then it gets there. Interesting. Why would it do that? I wanted it to break here, but instead we got there, so let's see. Oh, okay, I guess the breakpoint skipped the while true part. Okay, so, alright, so that is the issue. It's getting in there, and then it's finding out that the parser current character is that for some reason, when it shouldn't be. It should be C. So the E token didn't behave properly, I don't think. Get token type, get current token, current token, you're going to get next token, and then return. So I wonder if we'll break it right here. Alright, let's try this. Okay. So we know we're good here. Current token's colon. Great, let's eat it. Okay, so the current token type is colon. Expected type is colon, so this should be true. So if I go into here, that should return true. Or be true, and then the next token, parser current token now, should be not none. So let's see what get next token has to say. My best guess is that the letter C is not defined within this. I don't believe it. But there is that possibility. Unless the current character didn't advance, which it should have. Current column. Current character is current column, so the column advanced. So that should be at 0.1, or at 1 at this point. Let's try that. Let's have a look at that. It should be at 1. Okay. Current column 1. So if current column greater than lane length, which is totally not, then we should go down to here. So the current character should be the current line, which is this, which should be character position 1, which should be the C. So I wonder why that's not happening there. Whoop, I lost my place. So when it advances after the colon, returns that. Should advance the Lexer there. Allocate the token, give me the token back. We check the token, and then we're trying to do other things with that. But then when we try to advance it after we eat that token, that's when it all falls apart. So why don't we throw a breakpoint in here, and let's see where we're at. So I'm going to remove the breakpoints from all over the place. Where's that advanced function at? Let's remove that one. So we know this works. At least it should. But something else might be breaking that execution. All right. Okay. Current character. Check. 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 Okay. Now, current character C. Wow, so it really is that C is not defined within this. Curious. What is the hex value of C? I don't know this off the top of my head, so I have to look it up. Not 43. It should be like... It's a lowercase c, so it's not that. Did I pass it? No. Oh, yeah, I did. All right. Oh, this scroll takes forever. A, B, C. So 63. All right. So let's have a look at that. Let's actually see if it gets in here first. Oh, and it doesn't. Okay. So we know it's not passing that check. All right. Good enough. Okay. Then I wonder how I was able to get to display in the first place. I am losing my shit here. Let's get out of all this nonsense. Okay, so let's go here. Is 63 within this? I should say so. Unless... reading that wrong. Well, I know FF is like crazy. It should be like 256 or something, or 255. I know, I'm pathetic. I'm supposed to be a computer scientist, and here I am looking up all this crazy ass crap. I do not have any of this stuff memorized. I really don't. I always find it difficult. That should be 255. And it is. Okay. Well, I would definitely say that between 3B, which is not, well, definitely less than 255, but it should be less than 63 as well, and it is. So I don't know why that is not always false error. I did add a fix in there because the IDE did not like it when I had it like this. And now all of a sudden it does like it when I have it like that. Well, ain't that some shit? Ugh. I hate when IDEs screw up. In fact, this actually might be my fault. Did I miss a parentheses? Oh, it's working now. That's what it was? Oh, hell no. What? Well, that's lame. I hate to be taken down by little things like this. Was I just being a noob all along? It's quite possible. Okay. Why don't we go ahead and get out of all this crazy nonsense to avoid having to do the forever breaks. Alright. Let's see here. Alright, let's actually try to run through this again. Oh, we finally get there. Finally. Nice. I am most pleased. Do I get to the next breakpoint? Ah! Oh. No, I don't. Now what? Was expecting 4. So once again, here. But got 8 instead. I wonder where it's breaking at now. Oh, this is gonna be a long night, guys. Anyway, feel free to chat. If you can't see the video screen all that well or the lines of code, please let me know. I'm trying to fix my shit here. I can see it just fine on my screen, obviously, but I can't view it from your perspective. And I always enjoy when people chat and ask questions, even if they're dumb. Dumb questions or smart ones. I like them all. E-token, right. And if anyone knows of what header file size T exists under, I would be greatly appreciative too. I thought it would be under stdint, but apparently not. It's definitely not under stdbull. I hate that the IDE is bringing that up red, and I hate to know that it actually compiles just fine. So I don't like that at all. I'm actually using the GNU compiler, and the IDE uses Clang for its static analysis and its introspection and things like that. So I'm not a fan of Clang, to say the least, because this is just dumb. Like, that's just dumb. It shouldn't be red. Okay, e-token. So back to the rant over with. Back to the problem at hand. Okay, so I need to figure out which token is breaking now. It would be nice if I actually added some, and I just thought of this just now. It would be nice if I cheated a little bit and, oh, I don't know. Do one of these and then, and be like, fprintf surprise lol character is at %c, and that's going to be flexor, I think. No, maybe. Token. Parser, well, we already know that the token is what it is. Which would be a blank. Ah, crap. I don't want this here then. Because at this point, we only know that the tokens don't match. It would be nice to know what the previous token was. Oh, I think we do know what that previous token is. So let me go ahead here. Oh gosh. Current token. Okay, so window V, and I'm going to just say current token is debug. If token is, well, at this point, it could be a character, it could be an integer, oh, excuse me, or it could be a string. I actually might get rid of this string piece out of this token value. I'm not really using that, so I might get rid of it. But until then, current token parser, current token is IRC token value, IRC, oh my gosh, get token value. I just had to go the object-oriented route with this. Nope, dot character. And then that ought to do that. Okay, so until it breaks, we'll get some output. Okay, that's correct. Ooh, current token. Oh boy, what the hell is that? Wow. Do I have to debug that now too? Okay, let's do it. I have to debug my debug statement. Oh, the irony. Okay, so this one's cool. We know it to be true because it's 58. And then this one's not so cool. So this one's already token none by the time it gets to this point. Ah, there's still an issue with the eateries. Oh man, I didn't fix it. What the F? It's not getting here. Unless I'm missing something, which I don't think I am. I am definitely not missing something. It is definitely not getting there. Do I have to check this again? Oh my gosh. Now I'm starting to believe that this does always return false, but I should... but it shouldn't because I was able to get output from it earlier. I mean, this makes sense, right? Like, if the character is greater than or equal to the hex value of 01 through 09. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Maybe... I mean... I could just, like... You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm curious to know what that does. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a test thing here, and we're just going to create a new window for it. And then this is just going to be like a little test thing that we do here for fun. Gonna make that really small, and then I want to know what that looks like. So I'm going to do %c. And I'm going to pass in a character 0x 3b, for instance. And then I want to know if c is greater than or equal to x3b, and it's less than or equal to 255. Print f Yep. Okay, so let's see what it is. Okay, I don't want to set any of this stuff up. I just want to run it. Oh my gosh. Why is there no executable? That's not it. Do all targets. Click apply, click run. Continue anyway. It's still incorrect. Oh, did I make this as a library? Oh gosh. Did I just... I did. I did not mean to do that. Oh gosh, I'm horrible. C executable. That's what I meant to do. Test E for executable. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. New window. Wow, that is a huge window. Zoom that on down. Move this on over there. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Always true, huh? Well, let's find out. Huh. Okay, let's do this as an int. Let's cast that sucker, right? Cast that too, maybe. Whoops, Control V. Just gotta try things here. Ooh. In this case, it needs to be I. So let's get the character value of that. 99. Oh, that's the decimal character. Okay. And then what's the decimal character of x3 b? 59. Ugh. Well, I already knew that. We already knew that it was 59. I was wrong about the character position of C. I thought that it was 63, unless I read that wrong. Oh no, 63 hex. Oh, I did read that wrong. Okay. That's okay. So 99 is definitely greater than 59, and 255, and it's definitely less than 255. So I should be seeing printf up here, but I'm not. So now the question is why does this always say it's true? Is the integer, so C, so is 59 greater than or equal to, I mean, is 99 greater than or equal to 59? Yes. Is 99 less than or equal to 255? Yes. Okay, why is it not printing out then? I feel like the worst programmer in the world right now. If it's always true, then why the hell is it not printing? Like, that doesn't, it doesn't make sense to me. Oh, I could use your help, Twitch streamer watchers. I could use your help on this one. I mean, if it's always true, I mean, like, you would think. Am I hitting like a cached output or something? That would suck. Is it being compiled out? Oh, shit. I didn't check for that. Oh, I didn't check for that to see if it was being compiled out. It shouldn't, though. I'm in debug mode. Like, it shouldn't try to compile it out. I didn't think about that. Okay, let's do this. Let's do a variable. Well, I definitely confirmed that C is well within the no spec F or whatever. No? Maybe it's still trying to recognize that. I know what I can do. Okay, I will do that. And then I will do, it's going to be a pointer. And then I'm going to take the reference of that. Yeah. Will that work? No. Trying to think of how to make this into like a memory thing so that way the compiler doesn't try to be smart with me. Damn the compilers. I mean, that's not going to work unless I dereference it, which I don't think. That is not going to be it. Damn it. Wow, I'm just all sorts of screwing up. Okay. Okay, well, I don't know how to not, like, make this screw up. I could force a check, but then that's always going to break it. I could mess with my C-Lion settings to actually give me the assembly output of this, and I'm sure it will have all this part ignored. I'm just not having a good time right now. Now we get yep. Okay, so I know that, okay, so, you know, it's starting, okay, so something is making me wonder if something's kind of goofy about this, right? Like, the character being passed in, I have it as a stat, I mean, but it's not even, like, inlined, right? Like, this is not even inlined. And I know for a fact it's greater than 39 because 3B is greater than 39, and we're looking at 99, so like decimal representation 99. So we know that it's hitting this, but it makes you wonder why the current character of the Lexer is. Maybe all that's working fine. Let's just debug it. Let's just see what happens. Okay, current line is current character C already? Oh, because we got past the colon. Lexer current character C, decimal 99, current column, and then the moment I do this, oh, nope, we're gonna not do anything, so the current token now is none. Even though we saw that it was C. Dang it, why is this failing? Why is this failing? It shouldn't. must I do this as like a fallback? It's worth a shot. At least it'll progress whatever's going on, or at least it'll progress tonight a little bit. Oh, did I delete something? I accidentally did, yeah. At least this will progress us a little bit. I'm sure you guys are getting bored watching me trying to debug this and trying to figure out why the hell that function's not working. Could be multiple reasons. Now I'm actually starting to consider or wondering if the compiler is doing something that I don't want it to do. It shouldn't, but it might. You never know. Right. So, or if parser current token. Well, this is kind of a cheat. Like, it doesn't even matter now. Okay, so if this will always be true, well, I'm going to make it always eat the right token, is what I'm trying to say. So we're never going to run into a case where it's the wrong token. But I do need the no whatever it is, because that is being used as part of the prefix in the IRC spec. Is anyone typing? If so, I'm sorry. I apologize because I'm not seeing any typing going on in my list here. Let me just refresh the stream real quick here. The stream chat. I see no typing in there. Awesome. Okay. Let's see here. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was going to check to make sure that the token is the correct type. Let's do this. Let's copy that sucker. And then if it is token letter, then we're going to go ahead and eat that token. Eat token, parser, and then we're going to do IRC token letter, right? Else, we're going to do this number here. So it's either has to be a letter or it has to be that, and then that should be a-okay for our parsing. So let's go ahead, make sure that works now. Hopefully I don't have any more breakpoints set anywhere. Sweet. Okay, so the current token is of type, not that. Current token is of type. Now the token's not right. No, wait, that token's wrong. Gosh, I need to delete that. Like, that's going to garbage. I need to just, like, get rid of that. Like, that's killing me. And then the current token is token letter. Oh, sweet. Okay, so we got that. Okay, whatever. This will do. Let me go ahead and rerun the debugger. Hopefully we get a different error this time. The message. Okay, let's see what the message is. Oh, I got it. Oh, you know what I need to do now? I need to get rid of that colon. I don't want that colon. So, yeah, increment the, no, not that. Increment the, pointer position. Yeah. Do that. No, it doesn't like that. How does it know? That's true. How does it know? I think if I do this. Nope, still don't like that. Dereference it, maybe? No, I don't want to dereference it. Yeah, that's not going to work. I'm an idiot. I need to advance it by 1. Okay, that seemed to do the trick. We'll see. We'll know for sure. If this, if we remove that colon, we'll know for sure. We'll need a -1. I just realized we'll need a -1 from the length. Ugh. Okay. See how we get that extra space? We need to we need to not have that. So we need a -1. So actually, I know what to do. Okay. So that should be the -1 that we're looking for. Oh, I can't believe this is working. I'm so excited. It's always good. Like, usually, like, I always screw up whenever I'm trying to write parsers and do string parsing. Usually it's not until I get to, after a lot of refactoring, that I actually, like, really narrow down, like, my intended purpose of, like, eating these tokens to move on, to get rid of these buffer things that we don't need, you know, get rid of, like, the crazy if statements I had before, you know, like, those were dumb. So, you know, usually it just takes me a little bit, but, you know, I'll get there. You know, just gotta poke at it until it's a-okay. I suppose I need to. That's going to get real annoying real fast. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that debugging statement. That was in the lexer, wasn't it? No, that was in the parser. I'm going to get rid of that debugging statement because that's going to suck later down the road. If I'm too loud on the microphone, I'll turn it down just a bit. Maybe this is better. I don't know. You guys have to help me out here. I changed microphones. Like, ever since I moved to this computer, I'm all sorts of screwed up when it comes to streaming. I'm so new at this. Anyway, moving along. Okay, so this is interesting. Like, I mean, it should have caught the non-specific thing should have caught. And without having to waste your guys' time, you know, trying to, you know, go through that, I think that's kind of boring to kind of debug, you know, as stupid of a problem as that is. I'm just going to have to poke at it because, where the hell did I find it? Oh, yeah, down here. I'm just going to have to poke at it because, like, clearly we're well within this, right? Like, here, this says it all. Like, 61 is greater than 3b. 7a is less than xx or less than ff. Like what the hell? Like, yeah, even 41 is greater than that. Like 40. Yeah, I don't know. Like, we'll just have to. I'll deal with this later. Like, this is bullshit. Like this one right here. I'll deal with it later. But yeah, like, I don't know why that didn't catch, but we're actually moving along here quite a bit. So what I wanted to do, now that we know that our prefix is a-okay, actually real quick, I want to make sure that it is. So at position 18, I should see a no character. I should see a null character. So let me try that. Prefix value 18. Let me verify that that's actually there, and it is. Okay, perfect. That is truly representative of what I want. Okay. Okay, so I have the prefix all parsed out, and time for the most exciting moment of the night. Can I print out the prefix for everything? So let's see here. Let's see if I have that code in here. Oh boy, it looks like I do. Maybe IRC message. No, am I not doing that? Maybe I'm doing it down below. Maybe my testing is like right here. Oh yeah, I have my testing right here. Okay. I will have to add a to-do to remove that stuff. To-do. Remove. This is just a gentle reminder to myself. This is all debug. All right, let's see it. Let's see it in action. Let's do it. Let's connect to IRC. Oh. I wonder what the car is. I wonder why it's saying car. Oh no, it screwed up again. Okay. Maybe it reached a command when it got to here. No, a parameter. No, I shouldn't have done that. Well, this is exciting. I wonder where this car is coming from. Like, that should not be showing up anywhere. Clearly, I still have a lot more to look at. Perhaps I'm screwing up right here. Maybe I shouldn't, like, even try to get the next token. Yeah, this is kind of funky right here. I'm deallocating the current token, and then I'm getting that next token. So whenever this calls, I'm deallocating the previous token, get the next token, and then this might screw up. Maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe this kind of ruins the whole eat process. So maybe what I ought to be doing is I ought to be doing the deallocation, not here, but in the actual eat. And then finally deallocate it at the very, end. Possibly. Which I think I'm already doing, yeah, there. So whenever I deallocate this, this instance, it will deallocate that last one for me. So maybe if I go down to my eat token, what I want to do is I want to deallocate that there. Let's see if anything broke. So far so good, but the reason why I'm getting nothing is because it's not even, or it's always reaching this right here, I bet. And it's not moving along. So I have this message parser parse within a loop, so that's always going to always be called. I guess what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to get that next token because maybe I only want to do this like, oh, I know. Oh, this is good. This is real good. What if? This does the advancement. IRC parser, current token, IRC token EOF. This just takes a parser. That's a good sign. Now we're in a whole bunch of bad signs. We got it to parse once and then it just crapped out on us. We should be seeing like a lot more prefixes by this point. So I call that one a success, but now we need to figure out why it crapped out after the fact. Because on next call to this, we just decided to do that. I definitely don't want to continue, if so I'm going to eat it. Got that one A-okay. This is going to check that current token again, eat it, deallocate it, try to do it. Try to get the next one, get the next one, get the next one. But what if it actually manages to get the next one? Well, then it shouldn't. Then this one should break. That shouldn't be executed, and then it should go down to here. So we know that happens at least once. The question is why does it not happen again? So let's see what happens after we get down to here. Do we eat that space? We eat that space. We set the state to the next state. At this point, the prefix is already set, so we already know this works once, but on the second iteration of it, prefix is still equal to that. At this point, this goes on the next state, it goes on the next state, it goes on to the next state, goes on the next state, and then it ends here. We print it out, return it, and then on next call, we should have the next line. So IRC message parser, and then start over again. Where that will always happen if that first condition is met. Oh well. Okay, well, I hate to say it, but this is all the time I have for tonight. Thanks for watching. Again, I love it when people chat, so let's have more of that, please. This video can be found at http YouTube. I'm not even going to say HTTP. It's probably HTTPS anyway. So the rest of the videos in this series can be found on YouTube at no, I should just link to it. I don't know how to use YouTube. I admit I'm pretty bad at YouTube. Oh boy, scroll too far. It can be found here at YouTube. On that link on the Twitch thing, and this should be episode 14 when I get it uploaded there. And then GitHub, this project can be found here under repositories and Elastic IRC Bot. This is where the code will exist. Go ahead and leave comments or on YouTube. Always appreciated. And that's all I have. Thanks for watching. Only caught you for a half an hour, finally. Oh. Yeah. Oh, so Ninja, or yeah, N1NJNEER, Ninjaneer. Okay, I get it. So you've been trying to follow me or trying to catch me streaming for at least for a while now, huh? I'm glad you were able to make it. Were you able to see the video okay? Oh, by the way, Ninjaneer asked only caught you for a half hour finally, so I don't know if I already said that. Yep. Cool. Oh, everyone's offline. Okay. Adios.